How concise can I make this vlog? Friday. It rained. I was kind of tired all day, kind of moped and laid around till about 1 o'clock. Got up, ate some cornmeal mush with butter and maple syrup on it. At 2 o'clock, I watched Spencer while Ashley took one of the doggies to the vet. Iris has been chewing on her feet, and basically it is a thing because when the baby came, Iris wasn't getting as much attention anymore, and so she was like hurting herself to get attention. That's what that was. While she was gone and I was watching Spencer, he had eaten and he had had a big poo and it was changed and everything. So he was sitting there in this little donut thing on the couch. He had like a onesie on, but it was short sleeved and his legs and arms are cold, so I covered him up a little bit. Babies aren't, they're resilient, but he needs to be warm. He's a little congested. So I sat there and I talked to him. Oh my gosh, that baby wants to talk so badly. Oh, cat hair? My hair? I don't know. Anyway, we've been saying, I love you, and saying it slowly and using our mouth. And he likes that. He's trying very hard. He can say I. He can say da and ma. And what did he call me? Ama, or something. And he's only 3 months old. Talked to my brother David, who was driving up to St. Louis yesterday evening. And I talked to him between Nashville and Paducah. 2 hours drive of all the hours he had to drive to get up there from Atlanta area. He's going to check out the house situation and he'll let me know probably tomorrow what's going on and all that good stuff. And then he says, I will assess the situation and I will call and we will discuss possibilities. We will discuss, what is better for us to do. Just let it go, to a flipper, or put some money into it, fix it, and try to get a little more out of it. I don't know. He has appointments with a lawyer and a real estate lawyer and a few people. I heard from Scott. He said, can you message me or can you FaceTime me? I said, yeah, sure. So I called and Felix was home, he was not feeling too terribly well. He has what they call fifth disease. It's just like congestion and red cheeks. Real red cheeks are the sign of this thing that kids get all the time. His cousins have it. And Scott will be working through the 18th, finishing up the season for the road crew. And he was tired. He was telling me about the little kid stuff that Felix likes to watch on the tablet. One was called Coco Melon. He says Molly doesn't like that one, but Felix loves it. I checked it out today. Well, actually, I checked it out yesterday. It's very colorful and it's very hyper, and I can totally see why a 2-year-old would love that. So while I was watching Spencer, I showed him one of those on the video on my phone. And they did the alphabet and then a couple songs. And it's bright colors and they're right in your face and they're singing to you and they're excited. Spencer liked it. Then I showed Spencer some videos of guys playing drums with drum kit, Oh boy, did he like that. He likes ragtime music and classical music that has that frilly, all those notes at the top. He likes that frilly, that intricate sounding stuff. He likes that. And he liked watching these guys play drums. And his arms were going every which way. And then I changed it to a different kind of drum, a softer drum, like a conga or something. He liked it, but not as much as a drum kit. Then I changed it to baby music because I had seen him yawning. I knew he was tired. So I put this baby music on. It's called Baby Mozart music or something. I don't know. And I listened to it for a while one night, and It's about 3 or 4 songs that they play over and over, but he likes it. And it has a picture of a bear sleeping on a crescent moon with little stars and clouds, and the little bear is going back and forth, and I could see those eyes closing, and then he'd open his eyes like he didn't want to miss anything, and he'd look at the phone and he'd see the bear still sleeping. So he starts closing his eyes again, and I said, someday, Spencer, you and Grandma will make chocolate chip cookies. And I talked in a low, soft, sleepy time voice like this, telling him how you make chocolate chip cookies, and that if you make them too crunchy, you can dip them in milk. And I was talking like this, and boom, he was out like a light. I bored him to sleep. And then I went to the store to get a couple things. And I am totally stocked up. Got some more tissues, because sniffle season is in full swing. What else did I get? They had some bacon on sale. I love bacon. I got 2 packages of that. I don't eat it like most people do. I cut it in little pieces and I dole it out into little rations. I ration my food. Well, when you don't have much money and you have to watch out what you're doing, you ration your stuff. It works. Anyway, then this evening I heard this fire engine, and I knew because I saw it coming home. Near here is somebody that has an old fire engine, and they deck it all out with Christmas lights and everything. And then there was a flatbed truck with it that had a Christmas scene on the back of it, and they went through their annual drive through the neighborhood slowly with all the lights flashing in. The fire engine goes honk, honk, woo, and that way the kids can go running to the windows and look out because it was too cold. It's like 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which most people think, oh, Southern California, bathing, you can wear your bathing suit all day and all night. No. We get winter, and it gets cold. We have a freeze warning out. It doesn't get miserably cold and wet and icky like it does in other places. But the consensus of the air vent thing is the one in the bedroom here works. And I have a space heater, and they'd have to take half the house apart to try to put in a vent, and that's tons of money. So basically, a dedicated outlet will be put in for my space heater. I have it in here going right now. It's like 55 degrees if I don't have it on. It's kind of cold. Kind of, it gets cold and all that stuff. I found a recipe for a white cake. Instead of vanilla, I will put almond, what do you call that? Extract. Yeah. Because I love the taste of that white wedding cake stuff. I love that. And I just feel like making one, so I'll make one. And I make stuff and I share it with the kids. I made bagels the other day. Homemade bagels are really good, and when you make your own stuff, you can control what's in it, or what's not in it, or the amount of salt, or whatever. I love to cook. It's like chemistry in the kitchen. I said I was going to try to make it short, and here I am making it longer. Walgreens had almond M&Ms on sale. The 9-ounce package was $3.50, and the 12-ounce package was $8 or something, and I figured it out per ounce or per bean or whatever you want to call it, and it's a lot cheaper to get the 2 smaller bags, so I got those, and I've been eating those. Then I also got some Good and Plenty, which are candy-coated licorice. Yeah, a hyper me. What else is there to say? Anything important? Not really. not really. I think tomorrow, there's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. There is Speak Italian on Zoom in the morning, I think. I'll have to check again. I need to pay some bills and stuff, see what if I have enough money. I checked and I should have enough money to at least make payments on stuff. And my driver's license plate for the car is due this month. That's $159. And my driver's license for me is it in April? I don't know. Maybe it's not right away. And then in April, my passport is due to be renewed. Even if I don't go anywhere, I want to have that because that's a document that holds a lot of power. If you're job hunting or whatever, it's got all kinds of information in it that proves you are who you are. So, who knows? Might find a sugar daddy that wants to whisk me off to Czechoslovakia for the weekend. Yeah, right. Dream on. Yeah, my dreams are still stressful. I wake up tired. Don't sleep well. Don't know what I have to do. We'll see. Actually, I'm pretty happy. All those years I was crying and moaning and groaning about wanting to be happy. And when you get rid of a lot of stuff and you downsize and you realize what's important and what's more important in your life, and after seeing what I saw on my email yesterday, someone in the neighborhood security camera caught 5 kids. They're all probably about 16 through 19. 5. There was snow on the ground and they were kind of creeping around at night, and each one of them had a gun in their hand. That was like at the edge of my neighborhood. Like they're gonna get in somewhere or do something. It's a lot of stress. When those houses up in St. Louis have been taken care of and sold and all that, that'll be a good stress off of my mind. It really will, because we're just doling out money to have the grass cut or property management watching it or whatever, and it's just gonna eat us alive eventually. It doesn't bother David as much, but it does bother me. Oh God, 12 minutes. Oh my God. Oh, Debbie, get your wish. You like the longer vlogs. I like long things too. Sometimes. Oh yes. Sorry about the wiggling and all that. You're on a night, what is it, TV tray. There's some kind of Christmas light thing. Ashley asked me if I wanted to go with them to it. I think it's tomorrow. And it's $12 a person, and I said no. She goes, that's all right. It's all right. And I said, no, it's okay. It's cold. I don't want to be hanging out. I don't have any friends. Of course, I could make friends. Sometimes I don't physically run into, but I run into male humans at the grocery store. One guy was kind of showing off. He was in front of me in the grocery line. When he was leaving, he goes, peace out, man. I don't think he would have said that. I don't know. Yeah, there are different people here. There's a lot of conservatives in this area. A lot. A lot. But it is a safer neighborhood. But you do find a little more tolerance for weirdos like me, which is nice. It's really nice. My brother David said, wouldn't you want to live down south? I said, no. I do not like it down there. Then he recalled the time we were in Texas. We were on vacation and we stopped in Texas, and the waitress, my brothers were ordering cheeseburgers, and she goes, cheeseburger. And my brother Richard laughed and laughed. He thought that was so funny. And then they looked at David, and David was about 9 or 10, and he had a page boy hairdo down to here. And the waitress says, what will the little girl like to have? And my brother got indignant, and he goes, I'm a boy! And he made a big deal about it. And he said, well, he says they must not have liked me because when they brought me that cheeseburger, it had a lot of pepper on it. But I like it that way. I don't like the South. They're way too judgmental. I mean, people are that way everywhere, but it seems to be more accepted down there. I mean, there's some really beautiful places everywhere in the world. And there are nice, wonderful people everywhere in the world. And then there are some jerks everywhere in the world. And I mean everywhere, not just this country, other countries. So you really have to get to know somebody to know whether or not they're a jerk. And sometimes they can change. I want to change for the better. I want to keep getting better until I die, and then I can be a star in the sky, which you can see quite well. It's very cold out, and I'm at the edge of the desert, out in kind of the boonies, and you can see all the stars. My brother David said there should be some kind of comet coming through that will only, it's a once in a lifetime thing, but he didn't know which quadrant of the sky to look in, so I'm going to have to look that up. And if it's supposed to happen soon or whatever, I will let you guys know. So maybe you can go outside and look like an idiot looking up at the sky too. As Spencer is learning how to say, ooh, I love you. Take care of yourself. I think there'll be something exciting tomorrow, maybe. Yeah. Upward and onward.